Hey again, this is Coach Miller from BTB Lax. What I want to talk about today is some progression training for youth development. And my favorite of all drills is mechanics progression. I've been doing this since my first day of freshman year at Tufts when we had our first practice. And we do this all the time. This is a great one for just honing those stick skills, getting the fundamentals down, and making sure you're doing the right things when you're catching and throwing. So I'm just gonna go through it real quick. So mechanics progression, we start with basically throwing one-handed passes, all right, with your strong hand. In this case, it's my right hand. Tyler's a righty strong-handed player too. So what we're gonna do is you wanna hold the stick right about there so that the butt end is at your elbow, okay? And then a lot of the fundamentals of catching and throwing are just like throwing a baseball. Like when you're throwing a baseball, you're getting your elbow up and out, you're pointing your opposite shoulder to the target, you're stepping with that opposite foot, and you're following through. Well, those same concepts apply to throwing a lacrosse ball. You want to get that opposite shoulder pointing to your target, you want to step with the opposite foot, you want to make sure that your arms are up, you're not being a T-Rex pusher, and you're just going to throw a few back and forth, catching it righty too. You want to cradle it. Don't fall in love with it, and cradle down here, but just give it a little, what we like to call half a cradle, and throw it back. Just throw them back, getting those good mechanics, those good fundamentals into throwing and catching a lacrosse ball. And everything we do with our right hand, we're gonna turn it around and do it with our left hand, so those same concepts apply. You wanna make sure you're holding it so that butt end's near your elbow. You want to step with your right foot in this case, get that opposite shoulder pointing to the target, get that elbow out, give them a good target. So I'm giving them a good target in the box it position. The stick is up over my ear, throwing back and forth, getting those touches, working on those fundamentals. So once you get that down, the one hand, then you take a step back, take a little step back, Tyler, put two hands on the stick now. So basically all you're doing is applying that guide hand to the bottom part of the shaft, and then you're gonna kind of pump it a little bit faster, give it a half a cradle, and get it out of the stick. Trying to put it in the same spot every time. Trying to put it in the same spot every time, half a cradle, get it out of your stick. And you can make these passes as long or as short as possible, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then everything you do with your right, you're gonna do with your left. So there he's giving me a good target. Half a cradle, not being a T-Rex pusher, keeping those hands out away from your body, stepping with your right foot, just pumping the ball back and forth. So there you have it. There's a great drill you can do to kind of work on that progression for youth development, getting that mechanics progression, that stick work drills. So Coach Miller from BTB Lax, hope to see you in some other videos. Hey, Coach Miller here, and I want to thank you for watching our video. Now there's one more thing. Below in the description to this video, you'll see a link. Click on that link and it's going to take you to our customized lax killer analysis tool. This tool is pretty awesome. We developed it ourselves. What it is you just enter a few simple questions about your lacrosse game and it identifies your #1 lax killer, the #1 thing that's holding you back from becoming an elite lacrosse player. So all you have to do is go click on the link, answer those simple questions, and what we'll do is we'll identify your #1 lax killer and we'll fix it for free. We'll actually send you a free video that fixes that killer, and then you can watch it right away. So that's all you gotta do. Hope you like the video. Talk soon. Coach Miller.